Welcome to another property vlogs tour. Today we're here to see the Shaftesbury, which is a fantastic 4-bedroom house located in the Redrow development in Essex. Now, I know that sounds quite vague, but all the information is going to be in the description. What you need to do is stay tuned and watch the rest of the tour, and we'll tour it together. Come on. Welcome home. Come inside. Right, so let me just close that. Welcome home. So essentially what that beep was the security system, which is fantastic. I hope that's integrated. Coming into this entryway, you've got your coir matting on the floor, which protects the rest of the carpet from any mud and any stains. Coming into this entryway, right in front of me is the staircase going to the first floor. I notice instantly everything is oversized here. So the front door is taller than your usual front door, and the floor to ceilings are taller than your usual floor to ceilings, which I love to see. So the first things first is I've spotted that there's a radiator, so there's no underfloor heating to this, but that's okay because that's the norm. And the first room I'm going to go through is here. But before I go in, let's just point out the door and details. So the door is a 2-panel door with your typical traditional profile to your architraves, and then that carries on to your skirting. Lovely. Coming into this living area, this room is your formal lounge, and instantly I'm impressed by the proportions of the space. Again, we've got our taller than usual floor to ceiling heights, so it does feel quite big in here, even more big than it would be if you had the standard floor to ceilings. We've got 2 windows facing the side of the property, and then we've got a fireplace right in the middle as your focal point. You've got another window facing the front of the property with 3 opening lights, and then a radiator here and a radiator at the end of the room. And just to get the scale, let me walk through the property. Sorry, not the property, the room. Here is the back of the room. You can see it's been staged with a 2-seater here, a large probably a 4-seater over there, and then a nice sofa in that corner. So essentially, I mean, when I look at this property, I can tell that the proportions have been considered, and I think for a formal lounge, it's well sized. I love the fact that they've got enough room to have a play with the furniture, and if you wanted, you could obviously furnish it different with an L-shaped sofa. There are 2 pendant light fixtures done in this room as well, which I noticed. So there's 2 options to make this a very striking feature. So leaving this room, let's go back into the hallway. Coming back into the hallway, before we leave the space, let me just check what's in this door. It's going to be under stair storage, right, guys? So yes, as you can see, it's under stair storage. They've continued the carpet into that space. And then let's check what's in this room. So in this room is, wow, I love the light here so much. I love the way this house has been orientated to make the most of the light and the views. So the first things first, we've got almost wall-to-wall window with 4 panes and lots of opportunity for opening up and having ventilation flowing through the home. We've got a little snug area here, an informal open plan living space, and then we've got another French doors, UPVC French doors opening outwards. Double doors really, they're not really French doors. You really need to stop calling them French doors, but that's what many people refer to them as. So those are large doors, giving you a second aspect. And then again, they've done the dining here, which I actually think this is how I would do it. It's a 6-seater as well. And I think a 6-seater probably is as big as you should go. And then we've got the kitchen. So immediately the kitchen begins. So this space is the definition of open plan living, the whole family in this space together and it flowing together. Love the way they've tied all the colors together. So these handrails are fantastic. I haven't seen these in a kitchen before. So I don't know what metal it is, but it's kind of an industrial look, a very rustic look. You've got inside, I've noticed also they've changed the color of the carcass of the kitchen as well. And I know that is normally an upgrade, or at least it's not standard. You've got a very thick, what looks to be either a natural stone. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me, read the description. It's either natural stone or a man-made material, like sandstone. Yes, I thought the dishwasher would be there. And then you've got a 1.5 sink by Rangemaster and a Bristol tap. This worktop has integrated grooves into it, so it makes everything look seamlessly integrated together in terms of the color palette. They've continued the worktop up and into the sill, which is a massive bonus. So all stains, water can be easily wiped away. There, and you've got a window right in front of your sink facing your garden, your side garden in this case, which is fantastic for just, you know, when you're washing up, you can kind of interact with what's going on, and there's opportunities for natural surveillance. So in this kitchen, we've got a induction hob as well. It's an electric hob, AEG, an extract fan as well, and just lots of storage. One of these is probably bound to be, oh, I was going to say bound to be the boiler, but that's going to be in the next room. We've got lots of storage, integrated appliances by AEG, and then a fridge freezer here as well. And then I just love how the flooring continues in that Antico effect. Let's go into the utility room. So going into the utility room, right, so as you can see, the utility has the same worktop, so they haven't downgraded it into laminate, which is usually the case, because it saves cost. You've got your thermostat there as well for the house, and then they've got the upstand here as well. You could choose if you wanted to tile that if you wanted, and again, because of the pipes, I bet you this is where the boiler is going to be. Oh, actually this is different. Look at that, it's a temporary boiler. So yes, this is where your future boiler would be, but for the show home they've put a temporary boiler. So there's the Sanusi dryer there, and a separate washing machine, which is great because they last longer when they're separate units. And then again, the utility has an external door with a light, a frosted window above it, so it doubles as a window and a door. Means when you do your washing, take it straight out into your garden, no mess, no taking it through the house. It's fantastic. So coming back into this space, I love the fact that there's a pendant light there, so there's a chance to make a feature, and essentially the house flow is really lovely. So yeah, let's go back into this space. Now I'm thinking, I've just come from there, so what could this be? Downstairs toilet. Yeah, what is it? Yes, it's a downstairs toilet. So yes, so it's a downstairs toilet, two-piece suite. We've got your toilet, your sink, your radiator, and your half-height tiling, and then the edging strip. It's a nice size. It's right off the main hallway. It's got the Antico flooring. Tick, tick, tick. Well done, bravo. So that's that done, and I think that pretty much finishes the downstairs. So let's go upstairs and see what's going on. So now, as I'm going upstairs, I notice this kind of semicircular handrail. It feels quite strange, guys. I don't know how to say it. It feels super smooth and nice, but I'm just not used to it. So it's a quirk. So just bear that in mind. Some people may absolutely love the fact that that's been switched up, but essentially we are now on our first floor landing space. So it's a nice open landing with a window facing the front. Feels very airy, not constricted. I love the fact that I'm connected to downstairs still, and there's still space. I was gonna give the shape a U-shaped landing, but maybe it's a T-shaped landing. It's quite a big landing. So with that said, let's go and check the first room. Okay, so the first room is this bedroom, front-facing bedroom. I keep saying this, but I hope you can get the sense of the light coming through here. They've nailed the brief when it comes to light in this property. You've got a side-facing double window on that side, and another window facing the front of the property here. And then you've got a double bed here. I think it's probably big enough for a double. You know, let's not get too carried away and do Super King or anything like that. And then you've got a fitted wardrobe here. This is likely going to be an upgrade. Any fitted furniture is going to be an upgrade, but you can obviously fit it in with your own furniture if you wanted to. You've got, I can't really see the sockets, but there is a socket on the opposite side, and most likely there'll be at least one behind the bed. So that's a nicely sized room, also with a few peaks of like a vaulted sloping ceiling here and there. Coming through back into the landing, this is how we came upstairs. Let's go straight opposite into the other bedroom. Again, you can see what I'm talking about, the roof being slightly vaulted. It's not quite vaulted, but you can see the roof shape a little bit here. You see this bedroom, probably do a king size bed, but I love it. It's been staged with a double. You've got a front facing window with like 4 panes of glass. It is really generous. It's almost wall to wall. And then you've got a space for a desk. In terms of wardrobe space, most likely you'd have to sacrifice your desk space for a wardrobe because, or maybe in that corner and then just change the orientation of the bed, or maybe just put a single bed or a large twin, who knows. Anyway, coming back into this place, I love to check what's in my mystery door now. What's in here? Boiler, stove. It is hot water cylinder. Sorry, I didn't mean boil, I meant cylinder. Hot water cylinder. You can see this is what powers all the heating in the house. Love to see it. And then obviously there was storage space. And then here's the family bathroom with a 3-piece suite. So we've got our sink, floating vanity, toilet, bathtub by ideal standard, full tiling there in a sand color. And then we've got our side facing frosted glazing window, letting in lots of natural ventilation and light. Going back into the landing, let's go into this room here. Okay, so this is a single bedroom, but in terms of single bedrooms, it's very, very spacious. I would obviously put a double because you know me. If I can squeeze in a double, a king, a super king, a super king, I will do it. So there's a single bed there. And they've got a window facing the side garden. And you can see the quality of light here is slightly different. So it's to do with the orientation. But nonetheless, you get a view of the garden. It's beautiful, it's stunning, and it's spacious for a double bed. Oh, actually, before we leave, we never figured out where we're going to put our wardrobes. Always try and figure out if there's space for wardrobes when you're looking through show homes. So I think it would be in there. And just to let you know, because of space standards, single beds, for them to qualify as a single bed, you only need to have enough space for a single wardrobe. Most people don't use single wardrobes. But yes, you could fit in a single wardrobe there, probably even just squeeze in almost a double. But just bear that in mind when you look at different properties. Make sure to try and fit in your wardrobes. So the final bedroom is this one. So this is going to be your primary bedroom, I'm guessing. They fitted it with a king size bed with a generous headboard. You've got a double window facing the other side of the property. I love it. And then you've got a almost full wall to wall, floor to ceiling, fitted wardrobes with glass sliding doors. Love it. Again, I've said this already a few times. It's most likely going to be an upgrade. Got a little area for a dressing area, but if it was up to you, if it's your preference, you could actually extend all of that from wall to wall as wardrobes. So now this is your primary area. You could probably even put a little nook there, put a little chair just outside of the door zone. But then here is what we're coming for. It is the ensuite. So the ensuite 3-piece suite, they've tiled it completely in this show home. Like every inch of it is tiled in this stunning grey stone effect tiling. You've got a shower with a sliding door as well with a shower tray. And then you've got your shower there. It does look like it's a thermostatic shower as well. So I love that. We've got a shaver socket, a window with opportunity for ventilation and natural light, your toilet, your sink, floating vanity. It's all there and it's gorgeous. So yes, I think that is the very last room in this house. If you liked what you saw, like the video. Yes, don't just leave. Like, comment what you saw that stood out to you, and subscribe. And then pause a second for our next video to load up on the screen and watch that one as well. Take care. Bye.